So with Smash Ultimate coming out this year, I wanted to try to deal with the weight, and I also wanted to try to get myself back into drawing. And I figure a good way to do that would be to come up with movesets for characters I want to see in Smash. So the first character I want to see is Bandana Waddle Dee. Here I'll just be referring to him as Waddle Dee. I think that's how they would refer to him in game, given that his real name is Bandana Waddle Dee to separate him from the rest. But everyone's gonna recognize him as a Waddle Dee. Anyone who's not like a hardcore Kirby fan who knows the name of every Waddle Dee and Waddle Doo in the vast Kirby lore. I think that he has a decent shot at getting in. Kirby is one of the only series that's had, I think, a game, at least one game, on every Nintendo system. Maybe not the Game Gear, but it's been around as long as, Mario and Zelda have. And it only has 3 reps, compared to the, 6, 7 that Mario has, the 3 Links that are in the game. If there is another Kirby rep, it's going to be Waddle Dee. He's been playable in half a dozen Kirby games now. Waddle Dees have been in every Kirby game since the NES. So, here we go. The tilts are going to be pretty simple, especially to anyone who's ever played as Bandana Waddle Dee. The moveset for him in the Kirby games is very similar to the Spear ability moveset for Kirby. So you're definitely going to see some overlap there. Neutral A will just be a forward jab. Tap it repeatedly and you'll get the sort of up and down jab. Forward tilts, I think to have him pull out Parasol. The only other thing Waddle Dees are really seen for having is the Parasol. Usually they just kind of float down on it, but the actual Parasol ability for Kirby usually has a little water spray come out. So I thought that would be a nice little thing for Waddle Dee to have. Up tilt, just a little upward jab. Down tilt, downward jab. Pretty, exactly what you'd expect. Alright, on to the smashes. The up smash I figure would be pretty similar to his up tilt, where he sort of jabs into the air. Only hold it down and he'll jab to the left and to the right as well. Sort of how he does with the tapping A neutral, only in the air, so it covers a little more distance than just the straight upward jab. Forward smash, I would really want to see him just toss himself into an enemy. It's what Waddle Dees are known for. They just waddle into their enemy. Little bop. Only I think it would be a lot of fun to see Waddle Dee just sort of bop himself into an enemy and they fly off the screen. And then the down smash, the Megaton Punch. Megaton Punch was a minigame from Kirby Superstar and was actually the first game Bandana Waddle Dee ever appeared in. He sort of punches the ground, sends out a little ripple effect. It's a cool, strong way to see Waddle Dee that you don't usually get to see him. Alright, for the airs, I figure I want to go a little bit simple as well, sort of like the tilts. So the neutral air right off the bat, I want it to be a sort of a front flip with the spear spinning around him. Attack a little bit of a radius around him. Forward air, I want him to pull out the Parasol again. I figured he would sort of push himself forward, like it would be a little bit of a wind blast that propels him forward just a little bit and hit enemies along the way. Same thing with the up air, have him propel just a little bit upwards. I realized looking at this I never included a back air, so I imagine it would be sort of like the forward air, only sort of jabs the Parasol backwards. And then the down air, have him do a little spin below him, attack the people below him, sort of like a reverse helicopter. On to the specials. I figure the neutral special will be him throwing the spear. But with the addition that if you hold down the spear, he can throw up to 3 spears, with the spears going increasing distances and increasing power the longer you hold it down. So a normal spear would just go a short distance, but if you hold it down long enough to get to 3 spears, then the 3rd spear would go a lot longer and maybe do some more damage. Down B, I imagine, would be sort of like Kirby's ground pound, where he just goes straight down, have a little bit of a spike on opponents. But one of the things I thought could be cool for this is that if you do it above a platform, you'll land flat on the platform, but the spear will still go through the platform if it wasn't there. And if you do it this way, the tip of the spear through the platform will actually do more damage to an opponent underneath than it would if you were actually just landing on the opponent directly. The up B is, I think, actually his same sort of up attack in the Kirby games, where he spins the spear above him like a helicopter and just sort of like zips upward. Think sort of like Solid Snake's recovery in Brawl. Then the forward B is the one I'm actually most excited for. It would be the return of the Nruff. Now, you may not recognize the Nruffs. I don't even know if I'm saying that right. Probably not. But they don't appear in Kirby much anymore. They did appear fairly recently, which piqued my excitement to bring them back. So think of this sort of like Wario's motorcycle, but not quite. It'll sort of charge forward with Waddle Dee on the back, and there's no like constant switching directions. It's just a forward charge. But one of the cool things I thought could be sort of like Villager's side B. You can jump off as it's going, and it'll continue to go forward and damage opponents. It won't damage them as much if you're not on it, but it'll still do something. And then if you use the forward B in the air, it'll actually do a little bit of a hop. Like, not a huge recovery again, but like, just that little bit of a jerk that might help you get back to the stage. And then the final smash. Final smash is always the most exciting to see. I know they said with Smash Ultimate, one of the things they're trying to change with the final smashes is to make them really quick, really effective, but just it shows up and it's done. And I figure the most effective way to have that happen is with the giant Waddle Dees. Now, these aren't actual Waddle Dees. These are big paper-mache Waddle Dees that each have like 3 little Waddle Dees inside moving it. I don't know the exact way they control it from the inside, but it's always been a cool thing to see in the games. Like, it's so much fun to break these things apart and see the little Waddle Dees pop out. So Bandana Waddle Dee is here, the leader of the Waddle Dees, bringing in just this forward charge stampede thing of all the Waddle Dees to sort of rush the enemies off the stage. So that pretty much wraps it up. Let me know what you think of any of them. Let me know if I should just stop talking and just let you look at the pictures. And maybe let me know what other characters you'd like to see. Do you want more than 4 Kirby reps? I do. I would love to see 12 Kirby reps in there. Maybe I'm the only one, but I'm down. I'm down for a Kirby exclusive fighting game. Make it happen, Sakurai.